Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to us here at Take the Fear Out the Gear with me, Jason Bangers.
And me, Mr. Chumley Warner.
We're having a moan today, Apple. I've got this raging annoyance with Apple right now. Have they got enough money, haven't they, Simon? Haven't they got enough money?
They have an enormous amount of money.
I'm whinging about this. I'm whinging about that and that. Great product. I've got several of them. Apple's iPad. I use iPads for all different sort of things. And what's the problem? This is a 2, right? A Generation 2 iPad. Now, it wasn't that long ago I bought it, and they cost an awful lot of money. That's 300 and odd quid, whatever. Well, they're not bloody compatible anymore, Apple. Your iOS system, they only go up to iOS, is it 13? And we're on iOS 18 or something now.
I don't think they even go up that high.
Well, don't even quote me on that, but I'm telling you now, right, the thing is that the iOS system on there is no longer supported. Yeah, it will work as a standalone unit, but if you want to watch YouTube on your iPad now, you generally can't, because you can't have the app running. Sorry.
Yeah, like you said, you were talking to me earlier, you said you got to run Safari just so you can watch.
Yeah.
And the other sort of thing we came up with earlier is Apple should really have like all the latest generation apps for like all the new iPads, but like for these older ones, sort of 2 generation to maybe just under the iPad Air, you need like a different section in your app store for all the older apps that will work on your iPad.
We need an active platform still, don't we, so that these can still operate. Well, you expect things to last longer than 7-8 years, don't you, when you buy them, especially when they cost you nearly £400. I mean, so I've got, the latest one I've got is a iPad Air.
Yeah, I've got one of those, yeah.
And the thing with that is it's slightly smaller than these, and the gristle grippers I've got that sits in on stage are bigger than the iPad Air size. So the iPad Air won't fit in that. And of course it's a different cowabunga at the bottom, isn't it? So the iPad Air doesn't fit on my
iPad
docking station.
Oh, your docking station, yeah.
Because they're different. So why on earth do they keep changing? You go from the gristle, what's the name, the original one, to Lightning. They keep changing that, yeah? So you've got to buy different products all the time. I know you can have an adapter, but you can't put this, if this was a new one with a lightning on, you can't put an adapter big to small lightning and have that balancing on my bloody docking station where it sits, because nothing else holds it apart from the plug. It ain't gonna work.
No, I suppose it's a way of making more money. So I've got an iPad Air and I wanted to put it to a TV or a monitor, so I bought the adapter. Well, I bought it was actually a second-hand Apple adapter, but I can't use it because this is going in the opposite direction. I can't use it with the iPad Air because it only works with the older iPads.
You're joking. Oh, for God's sake.
So they got me the other way around this time. I got a newer iPad, but the adapter I got is an older adapter, so it won't work.
Apple, you got enough money, really. You don't need to scam us all the way through to the end, do you? So, the only thing now is to look at an iPad Pro. So the iPad Pro, think about it. You're going to buy an iPad Pro today, are you? You're thinking about it. Well, just remember, in 6-7 years' time, you won't be able to use it because it won't be compatible with iOS, which is going up and up and up all the time.
Yeah, and I think, coming back to what we said earlier, the App Store. Because the other thing is, there's loads, if you're into music like we are, there's loads of great music apps. And a lot of those apps are older apps. Mm-hmm. And they've either, 2 things have happened. Either they're not compatible with your newer iPads, or they've taken them off the Apple Store. So unless you downloaded them at the time when they were new, you haven't got any access to those older apps. We should have like an archive section of older apps or apps that work with your older iPads. So you can, if you've got an old one like this iPad 2, you've still got a good selection of apps that you can use on it.
It's daylight robbery. This is absolute daylight being shafted as hard as possible. So what can I do? I've got one. That one still kind of works. The other one won't even run the app for my mixing desk anymore. Don't know why. His brother Jim's one did the same thing. This one's still working, and I don't know why. It's the same generation as the other one. Why do we lay back and take it? Why do we lay back and take it? We buy their products still because they're good. Their product is good. The iPads are awesome. Whoever's up there now doing the business, watch our video and think about the small people. I can't afford to go out and buy another 3 iPads. I can't. Do I need 3? Yeah, I do, because I use them for all different things. And I need 3. I can't afford 3 iPad Pros or 3 iPad Airs. Come on.
We just need some support for the older products, because what we like to do is, like, say, pick up an iPad 2 really cheap and then run some cool stuff on it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you haven't got to look at YouTube, you haven't got to do any of that stuff. So you just want to use it for music. Pick one up really cheap, get some old apps on it, and you can make some great music with it. There's no reason why you should spend, I don't know how much iPad Pros are, but they're a lot of money. And another point is, how do we save the planet?
Well,
we recycle.
Yeah.
We use the old equipment and use it to its full potential, even if it's with older apps and older software. We're still using it, because what we don't want to do is go and throw it in the landfill.
So there's our rant. It's Apple, and it's really annoying. And if you feel the same as us, please, maybe we should get a petition. Maybe someone should start a petition up so that we can still have the latest YouTube.
Like the latest version of the app, which will run on older machines.
That's what we want. It's a moan from us here at Take the Fear Out of the Gear, guys. From me, Jason Bangers, it's a very goodbye.
And for me, Mr. Recycling Chumley Warner, goodbye.
We'll see you on the other side, guys. Toodaloo.